I had a day of growth today. I grew at work. I grew on my run. At work, problems hit me left and right. The first couple hours, I was so upset. I did not change my focus. I did not change my track. I still need to talk about thought trains. That's something that I'll need to talk about eventually. But along came a friend, we'll call him Jay. He said, hey man, he saw me struggling and said, hey, go take a break. I did. I laid down for a little bit, I took a break. When I got back up, I felt like a new man. It was a short period of time, but I felt like a really good new man. Solid. It was enough to allow me to focus, allow me to meditate for a moment, and allow me to get positive thoughts back in my head instead of leak negative thoughts everywhere. When I came back, I was ready. I was in the moment. I was in the present, ready to attack the problem. I was there to work, and I was going to do. And work hit me hard back. When I was in the present, I was enjoying the work. I was getting it done. I was feeling strong, but I didn't know that I was in the valley. I was in the valley looking up a straight up hill. As I was walking up the hill, another problem would hit, another problem would hit, another problem would hit. And it made me grow, it made me focus, it made me determined to get further and further and further up that mountain. And up that mountain I did. Knocked it out of the park. Yeah, sure, I fell on my face a couple times. There was a couple of things that I messed up on at work, and boy, it's equivalent of me just smacking my face right in the middle of a boulder. Yeah, I did that a couple times. I failed. In that right, in some people's minds, that would have been a failure. Those couple of things that I messed up on tonight would have been failures. But in my mind, man, I knocked it out of the park. I kept going with everything that was thrown at me. I kept going. Yeah, I smacked my face. I was bloodied up. I was bruised up. My ribs were hurting. Everything was just tender. But I kept going. When I got to the top of that mountain, I felt good. I felt good. I felt good. It was 11 hours of fighting. And then a coworker asked for some help. So it was 12 hours of work. And I did it, and I stayed in the present. And I was happy-go-lucky for the rest of the night. When Jay gave me a break, I was happy-go-lucky for the rest of the night. That slushy time is what I needed. Well, fast forward going home. On my way home, I see the clouds, by the way. They're beautiful clouds again. Amazing clouds. As a matter of fact, I took more pictures. Some of these times, when I learn how to edit these videos, I'll throw in the pictures and show you because they're just amazing. They're beautiful. Anyway, amazing clouds again. I admired those. I admired them a little too long because it started to rain when I was supposed to be running. And this is my 7.2 mile. Last week I did 7.2 miles in 1 hour and 46 minutes. Now, I'm a fatty. I was a fatty. I am a fatty. I was a fatty. I'm not going to be a fatty. I'm going to be in shape eventually. How's that? Let's speak positive words in my future. I am going to be in shape eventually. So, that hour and 46 minutes is super big for me. Hell, the 7.2 mile completion is super big for me. And it was raining and I wanted to beat my time. Everything got in my way again. But I stayed in the present. I stayed in the present the whole time, from that break from Jay all the way through up until now. I stayed in the present and fought my way through everything and got energy back when I defeated something. Hell, I got energy back when something defeated me. When I failed, I still got energy back because I wanted to do it better. I wanted to do it harder. I wanted to learn it better. So on my run, I did my normal run through the park, and then I'll skip all the good stuff. Run through the park, salute the soldier, run down the way. I'm getting thirsty and it's raining all over me. Guess what? It's all over my skin. I could just lap it up. So I didn't have a problem there. Usually I'm dry mouthed when I'm doing this run. Not today. Not today. It was a blessing. It was a blessing that it was raining. And I was enjoying every moment of it, using everything that I could. I was 10 pounds heavier because of all the wet, but I could soak up that too if I wanted if I was still wet mouthed. Well, when I was running, there was one time, near towards the end of the run actually, fourth of the way to completion. This guy pulls up and he goes, "Hey, you need a ride?" I said, "No, man, I'm running beside him." I was like, "No, dude, I'm running right now, man. I'm bettering myself." He said, "Okay," and he just took off, right? So I knew that was a temptation that was thrown my way. I knew that was something, because I didn't even think about it. I was in the present. I was having fun. I was actually enjoying it. Now, had it been last week, no. Had it been a time before when I was running in the military or running in if I was attempting a run before, a long run, I would have hopped in that truck into New York second because I never was in the present. I was never growing in that moment. I was always worried about what my time was going to be at the end, or what my time was last time. And I still do that to occasion, so I can try to push myself. But when you're in the present and you're enjoying it, there's no need to push yourself. I might even drop the time. I might not even do the same run ever again, because I want to stay in the present. I want to not worry about what's going to happen in the future or what's going to happen in the past. I want to stay right then and there so that I can enjoy the geese that I'd run by, or I can enjoy, the birds that fly over me, or I can hear that chirp and I'm not so focused that I have to push. Well, needless to say, I crushed my time and I didn't even know it. I got 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 51 seconds. So I beat it by almost 14 minutes. And I wasn't even trying as hard as I could have. But if I would have tried as hard as I could have, that would have brought me out of the present. And then I may have failed. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right at that moment. But all I know is I grew. And I knew that pushing myself harder and harder makes me feel better and better. Hard work pays off. I never thought I would say that. I was always looking for the cheap way, the short way, the quick way. No, it's just going to be hard work. In a long period of time. Maybe a long period of time. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys. I definitely liked the growth of today. It was amazing. Thank you guys. Hopefully we'll climb mountains one more time. And remember, a few simple disciplines practiced every day will make you a success. And make sure what you do is a product of your own conclusion and not somebody else's, because it can't come from inside of you from somebody else. Anyway, thanks guys. Much love. Until next time, Mountains Man out.